There is a bunch of secret tricks inside of the brand new Grow a Garden update that can ensure you are able to craft everything new. From being able to craft all of the amazing gears, to even being able to craft the brand new gem egg with some of the best pets in the game, I have it all covered on how you can do it the best way possible. As you know, for literally every single recipe, I believe inside the new update, you need some sort of coal, such as for the horseshoe magnet, which, by the way, is overpowered because it's very similar to the pancake stack, which attracts your pets to a specific spot. But that's really not the only thing. I mean, even for the seeds, you need a bunch of coal and stuff like that. So that is going to be the first thing I show you guys how you can prioritize and get very quickly. Now, something that a lot of people don't actually know is, first of all, they think that the coal system is all luck and no matter what you put in, you just get something random. Let's go ahead and test that theory out because right now, I'm going to tell you that that is not true. There is actually a system to use. Some things are actually worth way more points than some other things are inside of the game right now. And here we go. Let's just find some random like plants that we can use. And let's just go ahead and start submitting it. So here's the gear, and then let's throw in the egg, and then the fruits. And as you can see, I got a common coal. Now, I can go ahead and keep on doing this, right? And the chances of me actually getting something good are not terrible. It's possible. Like, I just got a rare coal. However, what I will tell you is that you can actually increase your odds of getting better stuff. This update is very similar to previous ones where depending on the rarity of the stuff you submit, the more points you get. Shout out to the Dawn Discord, but as you can see, they have 2-point charts for this update. You have the pet rarity, which is actually eggs. It used to be pets that the game asks you for. And then you also have the gear rarity point chart. They used to have it to where you could submit pets instead of eggs, so that's why it's called the pet rarity instead of eggs, but it is basically the same thing. Now for fruits, I don't think there is actually a rarity chart, and it does not take into factor the amount of fruits that you put in, but we will still be submitting our best fruits. And for that, it's a very simple thing on what you should do. You should throw in whatever you have the best and most of. In my opinion, it would be whatever is a transcendent or prismatic, because those are fairly easy to get nowadays. But for this video, I will be taking my bone blossoms, which are transcendent, and these are very good to use. If you don't have any prismatics or anything, check the shop, the daily deals. Usually there's a prismatic, but for today it looks like it's just a divine, but I'm gonna go ahead and buy that anyways. Thank you. And if you can get the Zebra Zinco, this is also amazing. So definitely go for everything. But as you guys saw, there was a gear rarity. And I know for a fact that obviously you cannot put the most insane gears inside of this. Like, I do not have an infinite amount of prismatic level up lollipops. Most people have been using things like the watering can, because this time every watering can you purchase, you literally get 10 of them. And it only takes 1 every single time you use it in the machine. So yes, if you are trying to get a lot, it is very good, but eventually you're going to run out of eggs, so it's best that you actually use whatever you can match. In terms of eggs, this is going to be the hardest one you can compete over, and that is simply because of the fact that the rarer eggs are far less common. So what is the best thing you should do? Now, if you do not have any event eggs, which by the way, in my opinion, are the best, and I do have a bunch of them, like for example, the premium oasis egg, yeah, I have a lot of these, or like the dinosaur egg, bro. The reason why this thing works really good is because when they got released as an update, they were typically of higher rarity, and the developers did not just set them to be as, a common or uncommon or whatever. For example, something like the spooky egg is of legendary rarity, so it's not terrible. Now, I should mention that the gourmet egg is actually just one of the eggs that does not have a rarity, so I'm not going to use that one just in case it doesn't work. But let's go ahead and use the fall egg, because I'm pretty sure this has some sort of rarity. Yes, this one's actually better. It is literally a mythical, so that's pretty good to use. Now, there is one type of gear inside of the game that far outweighs anything else, and that is because you can get a lot of it very easily. And that specific gear is the harvest tool right over here. And why is this good? Well, you literally get 5 uses of this every time you buy it, and I believe this is like in stock every single time. Like, if I go and check how many harvest tools I have, I probably have like 1,000 or something, bro. Yes, 740 of them. I'm not running out. And the system for this update works a little bit different than the rest because it's a little bit more complicated. When you actually do this method of, getting all kinds of better stuff, you are actually taking a chance at having a better loot pool. If you can get as much points from this as possible, you have to then fit into this loot pool right here, where depending on the amount of points you have, you may get a different type of stuff. For example, the common, the uncommon loot pool, the rare loot pool, and then the legendary. You still have a very good chance of, getting the legendary loot pool, which can give you the best stuff. But, it's much higher if you do actually get higher points. Because as you can see, for 20 points, you have a 10% chance of common, a 30% chance of uncommon, 30 for rare, and then a 20 for legendary, which is double everything else. I know it sounds complicated, but basically, the better the stuff you add in, the higher chance for a better loot pool, which means better rewards. Now we can go ahead, start putting in our fruits, because this is of the highest rarity that I could get, and I think this is the best stuff we can make a combination with. I'm gonna throw in the mythical fall egg, so that's already worth a lot of points, and then our gear. And okay, we got a common. This isn't always going to work, but if you do want to target for better stuff, you can do this. Like, there we go. I just got a legendary coal. That works. Nice. And then let's go ahead and do this again. Give me something good. Okay, but stop giving me commons, bro. I'm throwing in the best stuff I got. There's no way to exactly know this, but you will be able to notice that you can get better rewards. If I throw in random stuff, I'll typically stay at the more basic rewards that are not so good. And sometimes you do want to do that because some things that you have to craft in the game require you to get the basic rarities, such as this one, the Smith Hammer of Harvest. You literally only need rare coals, but if you're trying to make the Thunderbringer, then you're going to need a Divine, which will probably be better with this method. As you can see in the legendary loot pool, we have the highest chance of actually getting the divine coal, and it might only be in this one that it can be found. The way they have it for this system at the moment is very weird, but typically what it increases the chances of the most is the possible extras, where you can get a bunch of weather mutations and stuff like that. It's really nice. There's literally a weather event that happens that can even speed up your crafting. So I do definitely want to get that. But in order to do this, I believe I need more plants because those bone blossoms ain't enough, man. For some reason, I have 6 other bone blossom seeds that I just, decided not to plant down for whatever reason. And now I don't have any more bone blossoms, so we're gonna have to resort to things such as the ember lilies and stuff of lower rarity, but that is fine. Let's just go ahead and harvest it all. Max backpack, go sell. Bro, ain't nobody want to sell. All right, here we go. Let's go and throw in the egg. There is the fruit, and there's the gear. Come on, bro. Give me the divine. I need to get a divine for what I'm about to show you guys next, but there we go. There's the egg, and then the fruit. Another coal. This time we got a dig trinket. Bro, wait, hold on. Why does it not even give you another thing? So when you do get things like the dig trinket, which then again can be used for this thing up here, it doesn't actually give you anything. And oh my god, bro, ain't no way they added a pay-to-win blacksmith bundle, bro. This game is really taking a toll. Well, if you guys want one, comment down below because it's only 375 Robux, and I'm willing to give some away in case this is a good pack or anything. But you can get this stuff very easily. But here we go. Let's go ahead and submit more gears and eggs. There we go. We got a bunch of rare coals. How many of those do I have now? I got 4 of them. But if you guys do want to target for better stuff, like I said, definitely use that method. It's going to help you out the most in comparison to everything else. Technically, you can just go ahead, spam a bunch of random stuff in here. But your chances of getting the better stuff are significantly lower. And, you might not get what you're looking for. And it might take a lot longer. Yeah, like I just got a common coal like 3 times in a row. But that is fine. And it's really good to get these harvest tools because one of the best items you can create, the Smith Hammer of Harvest, literally requires a harvest tool every single time. And it only needs rare coals, so it's not even bad. It harvests all fruits within a radius. That's a pretty solid ability. And not only that, but it can actually be used to make this thing right here, which is insane. This horseshoe magnet, like I said earlier on, it works very similar to the pancake stack. And if you don't know, the pancake stack was something in a bunch of updates ago, and it's this thing right here. I did manage to get one of them. It's really good, especially when you want to use your pet abilities in a single spot, because as you can see, what it does is it attracts pets every 20 to 30 seconds, so they come towards it. And for a visual reference of what the mutations look like in your garden, now keep in mind the plants are hidden inside of this picture, but as you can see, the one with the pancake stacks has the most mutations in a single spot, so you could target it into specific plants, and it's really OP. And another suggestion I have, if you guys are going for a bunch of crafting and you want to craft a bunch of things, make sure you actually do it in a public server. The reason why I say this is because a lot of people in your server are also going to be doing this, where they are crafting just a bunch of stuff and they're trying to get the best plants. Now, I will say, I kind of ran out of bone blossom, so I don't even have the best stuff no more, but they are doing the same thing, meaning they have a chance of also starting weather events. With the weather events, you're guaranteed to get a bunch more mutations, and not only that, you can even speed up the crafting speed of whatever you're trying to make, because some things take like an hour. And thankfully, recently they did make the gem egg be craftable a lot easier, with only common and rare coals being a requirement. So definitely save your common eggs, because you do need it in order to craft this, and I highly recommend you make as much as you can, because if you do want any of two of these divine pets, then you better get it quick, bro, because it's gonna be gone. This event will be gone sometime soon. There's probably one more week of it though, without a doubt. But now I'm gonna go into a public server to show you the immense amount of chaos we can get in there. And oh my god, it looks like there's already an event going on in this public server. And you see what I mean? It's a lot better, because in this server, hammers are swirling, so you have an increased chance for fruit to turn tempered. This is all this one does. But there's ones where like hammers will also swirl, and that way you craft a lot faster, which is really good. I believe it's like 10 times speed. Oh my god, bro, there's a giant freaking thing inside of this server. I can't even see this machine anymore. But I'm gonna go ahead and keep on doing this inside of this public server to try and get some really good coal. I do need like a divine coal or two in order to craft what I need, but also in order to get some weather mutations. And if you guys really want to speed up the process, I highly recommend, since fruits are literally like a one-time use and then after that they disappear from your hotbar, I highly recommend you place them into your inventory and then go ahead eliminate the favorite ones that you don't want to use, and then you can literally just go up to the thing with your thing out and just submit fruits at the same time as you do this. So boom, submit fruit, egg, gear, and then you just do it backwards, and you can keep doing this until you get what you need. But here we go, boom, egg, and bro, this thing is just so good to do. I wish I had the better versions of the eggs more, because then I could do this infinitely, but even then, it's still very good. Like, I just pulled a legendary, bro. Oh, the smith started the smittering storm weather, and this is the one I was talking about, because it's so OP to craft during this, as it's granting a 10 times craft speed during this event. But the problem is, bro, I still need a divine coal. Can I please get one, bro? Hello, what's going on? You can even get multiple of them to start. I got the thunderstorm to start. This is also a part of this event thing for some reason. You can get that to happen. But bro, the one thing I cannot get to happen because I ran out of the good stuff is getting a divine coal. Like, how hard did they make it? I literally got so many yesterday, but today I'm struggling to even get one, bro. Like, I doubt I still have one. Divine coal. I don't. But you get the point. It's really overpowered, and I highly recommend you do go with that method of, using the harvest tools. There's some other stuff you can use in replacement, but I think the harvest tools are the best, because not only is it of higher rarity, and what the heck, where was it? Oh yeah, it's divine. It's literally the second best thing you can use, but it also helps you cancel out for areas that, you can't get so much of the best stuff. If you enjoyed this video though, hurry up and press this one on the screen right here. I went ahead and picked it for you myself, because I really think you're gonna like it. So hurry up and pick one. They're one of my favorite videos, and hurry, this video is about to end. Until then, bye.